the Bible.
Seems like his displeasure with God and banishing and all that was necessary, because he wouldn't have ended up going to the land of Nod and producing a bunch of children, right? I mean,
I'm more interested in how he produced children. Were there women there, or did he take an unnamed sister? Like, where, if they were the only people, how did he build a population, an offspring?
It was, incest. There's no other way. So with Adam and Eve, it must have been incest.
Unless there were already other people, and it's just not mentioned from Genesis that there were other groups that weren't seen as God's people, maybe.
Yeah.
But where did they come from if Adam and Eve were the first? They hadn't had any children.
Well, it means they weren't the first. It means they weren't the first.
Yeah.
Like, it's either incest or they weren't the first.
Right.
Plus, with Noah.
Oh, sorry.
With Noah and the flood, like, that would be necessarily incest as well. I mean, if there were only 8 people, I mean, possibly mathematically you could work it out to not be incest, but it probably was.
It's still not ideal for genetics, but these are questions for Bill and Ace, really, because we're the outsiders on these topics.
Yeah, and you guys are so smart. Could we go back to 1 Corinthians 4:5? Like, don't be judging anything before the season.
No, because we're talking about things that happened in the past.
No. That's still, you're still judging things before the season, because you're just rambling on about how it doesn't make sense to you.
Does it make sense to you?
I don't care.
Okay, well, that's not
it
a yes
doesn't have
or no.
to make sense to me. I don't care.
But we do.
Well, fine.
Is it wrong that we care?
It annoys me if we're straying far from the evangel of our salvation, because that's what this channel is dedicated to.
Is there value in every word that proceeded from the mouth of the Lord, or is it all vanity? Okay, well, I'm going to consider there might be some value hidden somewhere, and maybe I just don't understand it properly. So rather than just say, I don't know, I want to look at it. Yes. Why do you think I'm reasoning through it right now?
That understanding it properly would include, don't judge anything before the season.
What does that mean?
Have all of your answers now. Could you wait, maybe a couple of weeks, or maybe a couple of eons before you get your answers? Could you wait?
Okay, there's a big difference between weeks and eons, though, isn't there?
It's just a little time delay. That's all.
Okay.
Trying to see if my mic's any better. Testing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can. Can I make you happy by just mindlessly chanting, Yahweh's praises at you? Would that make you feel like I belong, or is it okay to question things?
I would feel much better if you chanted praises toward free will, because that's what JG does, and I feel comfortable with JG. So I can't praise something.
I can't praise something. I can't. I don't want to praise free will. It may not be a thing.
It's a thing with JG.
Okay, so are we just, is this all about JG? I mean, honestly, Ace, you want to talk Bible? We're talking Bible. The atheists are talking Bible. And you said, I don't worry about it. Well, what is that? What are we supposed to do with that?
Oh, why do we have to find every goddamn little paragraph and sentence?
So throw the book away. Just put the fucking book down.
It doesn't make sense to you, and then just talk about it endlessly until it does make sense to you. It's never going to make sense to you.
So if it doesn't make sense, then put the book down. What do you need the book for?
Well, I don't care. If you want to put the book down, what are you doing?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. If you don't care what the book says, then why use it at all? Because we're talking about what's in the book.
I read the Old Testament by and large on this channel. I just read.
Is it not referenced? It's referenced constantly in the New Testament.
I don't care. I'll read the specific references. I'm not going to go back to the Old Testament.
I know this is going to probably get me kicked, but what you're saying is that you don't care what is true. I know I've said this before.
Care what is true. And you don't care what is true. And Will Freeman doesn't care what is true.
No, I do. I do.
I don't
What-
even know how to define true.
Where do you get off saying that I don't care what is true? Because I'm asking questions about the book that you think is true.
Yeah.
I never said it was true. I just said, isn't this interesting?
Is it or isn't it?
You believe it's true, S.
What? What about it is true? Some
Well-
things are true in a proper time sequence. It once was true that the earth was covered with water, but that's no longer true. It once was true that God wanted Israel to keep the law, but that doesn't seem to be important anymore.
Okay,
It
but you
once
believe
was-
Jesus is a Messiah, and the way you would tell that he's a Messiah is by looking at prophecies about his coming. And you would find those where, Ace?
I don't look for them.
They would be in the Old Testament. So you don't check Jesus's credentials. You assume that Paul checked his credentials.
You got a problem with me? You're going to give me a bare bottom spanking?
No, I'm going to call you to task.
Mm-hmm.
You talk, these are Bible verses. If we want to talk about